Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I don't give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
from San Diego. It's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Askow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Askow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome everybody to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us today. We got a jam-packed show for you guys. All NFL talk, and welcome to NFL Real Talk. We're going to have lots of fun. We're going to pick all the rest of the games for Sunday and Monday today, so we got lots and lots to get to. Commercial free. This show is brought to you by shirtshopper.net. Head on over to shirtshopper.net and get your t-shirt today. All sorts of t-shirts over there, TV shows, funny sayings, any kind of t-shirt you want, tie-dyes, sports team t-shirts. Head on over to shirtshopper.net and get your t-shirt today. Sitting beside me like he always does each and every Monday through Friday here on Sports World Radio. Now that we're doing our NFL show, our good friend Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on, buddy?
Good, Jeff, and welcome to NFL Real Talk. 9:05 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 6:05 p.m. on the West. And for you people who live in the Central, figure it out for yourself. Yeah, you got me there, Frank. Good to see you. Weather right now is kind of cloudy and cool today, but all in all, doing well. Jeff, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's beautiful out here in sunny San Diego, like it is every freaking day here in beautiful sunny San Diego. What's going on there, Mr. Frank Sprankle?
Well, remember the Albert Hammond song from the early 1970s. It never rains in Southern California.
No, it never does, man.
But let me ask you, does it pour? Man, does it pour on occasion?
On occasion, it pours like cats indoors, but it hardly ever rains.
Hey, we got
Josh says, ring me in.
We got a message, ring me in. What does ring me in stand for?
Ring me in is that Josh wants to get on the air with us. He better have a better connection tonight, or otherwise I'm not going to let him stay on the air because I don't want to hear no...
Will you give him a shot?
I don't want to hear no shot. Hey, Josh, do me a favor. I know you're listening to the show. Do me a freaking favor and turn off one of your freaking Skypes. Leave the only Skype on that you want me to call, please.
Wait a minute. Is our encyclopedia man some sort of
guru,
very important person that he needs multiple Skype accounts? I don't get it. What's the deal with one needing multiple Skype accounts? Are you doing business with one group and then doing business with another group?
I have multiple Skype accounts.
Dude, our encyclopedia man must be rich.
I have multiple Skype accounts, like right now. I'm not.
Dude, you must be rich too.
I'm not using my Skype. I'm using Sports World Radio Skype.
Yeah, we'll see what he says. I'm just waiting for him.
Well, he's still got both of his Skypes. He's got 3 stinking freaking Skypes here. It drives me freaking nuts, man.
He says it's for business, though.
It's for business, dude. I'm telling you, our encyclopedia man, he must have a lot of cash.
Oh, that was the wrong one. See, I got to guess and figure out which one he wants me to give him.
Dude, this is like a game show.
Ridiculous, man. I know.
Right, or through door one or Skype or Skype
see if
one.
This is the right one. Yeah, that's.
Well,
right
he said
one.
to me, he goes, "I'm at my house. How do I don't have a good connection?"
I got him. I got an idea. How about both of you shut up while I do it?
Hey,
for an idea. What's up, Joshy?
What's up, rat bastards?
How you doing? You better have a good connection.
Are you calling me one too?
No, all 3 of you. You know, people are busy. I have a Skype connected which goes through my Facebook so I can send out the messages. That counts for 2. So that Facebook one doesn't really matter because it's just my stuff on Facebook. And then the other one, which I'm on right now, is for my radio show.
So when you're...
right.
Well, okay, so I have an idea. Well, I have an idea, Mr. 4 Skype authority dudes over there. Listen to me. I
thought I had 3. How do I have 4?
Well, whatever. Okay, 3. Whatever the hell it is. When you're getting ready to do your shows, and you're doing your shows, see, my other Skype isn't on. I don't have any other Skype on but my one. When I'm done with this one, I turn this one off and I put my other one on. I don't like to have multiples on because then people don't know which one to ring me. When we're doing the show like this on Saturday, please just do me a favor. Just have the one Skype on so I don't have to ring around the rosy, figure out which one it is, please.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right,
That's all
and
I asked
anyway,
for,
we
my
get to
friend.
some
That's
business with the NFL. One game has gone final, gentlemen, as you well know, for NFL Real Talk. On Thursday night, I really thought the Chargers could go into Denver and play the upset special of the week. Didn't happen. The Broncos moved to 6-1, 35-21 over the Chargers on Thursday. Gentlemen, your thoughts on this game?
Okay, if I can get in on this, there is
Sure, go ahead,
some
Frank.
news. Listen, there is some news surrounding this game that Peyton Manning wasn't really happy about. Did you hear he was ticked off with the scoreboard
big freaking
operator
deal.
at whatever, what's the name, Sports Authority Field? Remember, it used to be called Invesco Field, but it's now Sports Authority Field.
Big deal.
You heard about it, though, didn't you?
Yeah, he was pissed off with the screen. You know what? If he came to me and told me he was pissed off, you know what I would say to him? Mind your own goddamn business and worry about what goes on the field and not what goes on the scoreboard. What the hell are you worrying about the goddamn scoreboard? Play football and shut up.
Dude, it sounds like you're ready to give somebody the title of Rap Bastard of the Week.
I thought it had something to Frank and Josh and Jeff to deal with the fact that Peyton Manning was also telling the crowd to be quiet during the game. I think that's what he said. There was something that said, please be quiet. That's what I also saw.
Well,
please be quiet. I never heard of any player in NFL history.
I saw that. There was something on Yahoo Sports that I read about, and I thought, wow. Geez.
Yeah, apparently Peyton said he was going to have a discussion with the scoreboard director.
And you want to know something? If he comes and has a discussion with me and I'm the scoreboard operator, you know what I turn around to him and say?
Play football and be quiet.
Exactly right, Sean. Mind your own goddamn business and worry what happens on the field. Don't worry about my job. Worry about your own goddamn job and shut up. Exactly right.
This was a game that, Josh, you want to get into it? Chargers and Broncos. What'd you think of this one?
You know, I think besides Colin Kaepernick, Peyton Manning's been the biggest crybaby in the NFL so far this year.
Pretty much.
In my personal opinion. The guy is lashing out people for stupid reasons. Worry about the freaking game you're playing. Yeah, you're 6-1, and you're making sure it's a fucking scoreboard.
Exactly.
Big deal.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he's telling fans to be quiet, the Bronco fans.
Well,
Phillip
he's
Rivers
allowed
in the
to do
game,
that.
Frank, was 30 of 41, 252 yards, 3 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
Manning was 25 of 35, 286 yards, 3 touchdown passes, and no interceptions. The Broncos on fire, folks, as they go to New England next weekend, even though we're not there yet.
No, let's focus on who the Patriots play tomorrow first.
Oh, jeez.
We'll get there. We'll get there. And I'm sure Encyclopedia Man has something.
How big of a win? How big of a win is this for Denver, Frank? You know, we talked about this before about how, the Chargers, if they would have beat the Chiefs, they could have been in good position right there with Denver. This has to be such a big win. And I don't know what's happened with the Chargers. They've dropped 2 straight games.
But does this make them the hottest team in the NFL? I mean, they're one of the hottest teams in the NFL, but we can make an argument about the Green Bay Packers. Hey, how about Peyton's old team, Indianapolis Colts?
Practice squads are making you the hottest team.
There are other teams out there that you can say, okay, this is the best team in the NFL. Or no, maybe somebody else will say that team's the best in the NFL. But hold on. Why don't we take the flip side of the coin here and come to the realization that this was a huge loss for the San Diego Chargers here, because this is the second time in 2 weeks, not to mention less than a week if you factor in the short layoff with rest, that the Chargers have lost to divisional opponents. They lose to the Chiefs. They lose to the Broncos. These are opponents that you need to defeat this time of the year because you are in the midway point of the season. Before you know it, the playoff picture is going to be taking shape. It's going to be taking shape a little more than a month from now. This is huge for the Chargers in terms of this loss because they lose to 2 divisional opponents in the Chiefs and the Broncos in back-to-back weeks.
And Josh, you were right. You talked about this a few weeks ago on the show. You were right because you said, look, the Chargers have played teams that have been below 500. Until they play tougher tests, then come talk to me. So you were right, buddy. 2 straight losses, though. But it was shocking, Josh, to see them lose to the Chiefs. And, Jeff, you would agree with that easily.
Beautiful. Royals just took the lead 3-1.
Yes.
They're gonna win. They're gonna win. They win one of these two games in San Francisco remaining. Of course, they won yesterday. They win one of these two. They're gonna win the series. I guarantee it.
Football, folks. This is a football show.
That's right.
Josh, you were right though about what you said about the Chargers, that they haven't really played any real tests. Well, look what's happened in Kansas City, and look what's happened in Denver.
Well, hey, let me explain something to you about the San Diego Chargers, first of all. Because I live here in San Diego, and I see it happen every single year, okay? And you can't deny that it doesn't happen. Every year, Chargers always start off slow, and they have to win their last 4 or 5 games to get into the playoffs, correct? Every year it happens, right?
Yeah.
So this year, they won their 5 games in a row off the bat. Now they're going to lose their 4 games in a row, and then they're going to have to win the last 4 or 5 games to get into the playoffs again. It's going to be the same thing. The only thing is that they move in the losses back a little bit.
Okay, but if you look at it's like the New York Giants in 2007 and 2011. I mean, you're looking at 2 times in the span of 5 seasons that the New York Giants were able to take the same route that the San Diego Chargers were the last few years. The only difference is here, Jeff, your New York Giants won Super Bowls on both occasions.
Because they happen to get hot at the right point of the time, at the right time of the year. That's all it is. You know that as well as I do.
Too, but come the playoffs, they may win a game, they may win their wild card game, but then all of a sudden, poof.
Who knows? Maybe who knows? Maybe the Chargers. You never know. Maybe the Chargers will go on an 8-9 game winning streak towards the end of the season and just take them right into the Super Bowl. You never know.
And Glendale's not that far from San Diego.
No, you never know. It could happen. Listen, it could happen to the freaking Indianapolis Colts. It could happen to the freaking Seattle Seahawks.
Hey, you know what? It could happen
to Arizona.
It could, but we'll see what happens. So this game is complete. The first game, if you're ready, this game is tomorrow, gentlemen, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, which is 6:30 a.m. Pacific at Wembley Stadium in London, England. It'll be the Detroit Lions at the Atlanta Falcons, and I actually
it's on
Fox.
Yeah, it's on national TV. Everybody gets to wake up and watch it.
Yeah, wake up my ass.
You know what sucks? Hold on. Do you know what sucks about these games that are played in London? Everybody has got to sing "God Bless the Queen."
Not me.
Dude, royalty sucks. I mean, I'll be honest. Dude, do we honestly have to praise royalty?
Who says I got to sing?
I don't have to live in London or England anywhere.
Hey, Frank.
No, seriously, royalty. I mean, really, all these people, all of these royals are these. I mean, these not the Kansas City Royals, but this so-called fake royal family. Well, there's no royalty in this world that's living. But dude, all they do is just sit there and pretty much have scratchers up there. You know what,
Frank?
And here's.
I don't have to sing nothing. I live in the United States. Screw her, first of all.
Amen.
And second of all, if you think I'm getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning California time to watch this game, you're smoking some serious crack, my friends.
By the way, nobody cares. Nobody cares about Kate Middleton. I don't. I think she's hot, but nobody cares. But I don't care about her baby or anything like that.
Frank and Josh, we know Jeff will be sleeping in and not watching this game, but you two gentlemen getting up at 5 or 5:30 in the morning to watch Detroit and Atlanta?
Not gonna happen.
All I have to do is get up at 8:30.
Well, hey,
I have to get up at 5:30. I live in the time zone that you tell people to figure out.
Hey,
I gotta get up at 8. All I have to do is get up at 8:30.
I live on the West Coast. That's a 6:30 a.m. game time. You want to know something?
Get up and watch.
I'm not getting up for nothing.
Okay, you know what? We gotta follow Roger Goodell again, don't we?
I am not getting up to watch at 6:30 in the morning. Scratch my ass.
All right, then you know what? Fault Goodell. Should we fault Goodell on this one?
Yes.
And Josh, here's what you also said. London wants a football team. NFL wants the British government is saying we want football in London, England.
They have football. It's called soccer.
I mean,
Who's going to get up and
they
freaking...
want an NFL team in London, and Jeff and I have said no, and ESPN
Okay, I got an idea.
No.
If these people in London, listen, if these people in London want to experience living in a city that has an NFL team, then move to the United States of America.
Exactly right.
Anyway, back to this game, though. Detroit and Atlanta, what do you guys think of the Lions going up against the Falcons? Frank, we'll start with you. What's your thoughts on this game?
I got to take the Detroit Lions. Nothing has really impressed me with the Atlanta Falcons this year, and I'm surprised because I figured that the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints, that those would be the two teams competing for that division. I thought Carolina had an excellent opportunity, but the Falcons, they have been a surprise. They have been a bust. They have not impressed me. Could they win tomorrow? Yes. But in the end, I see Detroit winning this one.
Jeff, your thoughts on the Lions and the Falcons?
I'm taking Detroit. Josh?
You know how they're saying God bless the Queen? I'm going to be God blessing the sleep. I
God bless you. What?
I don't care if it's 9:30, 8:30, 7:30, 6:30. I'm not waking my ass up to watch that game.
I don't blame you.
Hey, wait a minute. Can the bars in Detroit and Atlanta serve beer at that time?
Yes.
Who cares?
I've been to Detroit. They got a number of bars downtown. The Hockey Town bar, dude. They'll all
be open.
They're gonna be wasted tomorrow.
They'll be open.
Anyway, I'm gonna go with this game. I think Detroit has the most injuries out of everybody in the NFL when it comes to starting offensive players. Calvin Johnson is a game-time decision. Reggie Bush is not playing. Their tight ends are out. And they still find ways to win. But I'm going to go with Atlanta, actually.
Oh, you're going to take the Falcons. Josh and Frank, my pick, I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions.
Why?
Like Frank said, Atlanta has not impressed me. A lot of expectations were good about the Falcons this year, and Matt Ryan, they look flat and look really bad.
And you know who's going to be the fall guy? It's going to be Mike Smith. There will be at the rate the Falcons are going. There's going to be a new coach for the Falcons in 2015.
Yes, but I think you know what? I'm changing my pick. I'm picking Atlanta.
Oh,
all right.
But you won't be getting up at 5 o'clock or 5:30 in the morning to watch that.
The game starts at.
Dude, you know what? That's where the NFL has screwed America. Seriously,
because people are going to church and people are sleeping in. Who wants to get up and watch an
Sean,
NFL
wait a
game?
minute. Don't you think there are some? I'm not saying fans of the Falcons and the Lions.
First of all, hold on.
Don't you get a sense that there are casual NFL fans that want to see what's going on with their fantasy players?
No. Hold on.
It's like a college football game. Nobody gives a crap.
Now, who the hell goes to church at 6:30 in the morning, Sean? Huh?
There are something maybe called sunrise services.
6:30 in the morning.
Wait a minute. What about the Catholics that are in desperate need of confessing their sins?
Hey, listen to me. I live right next door to a church. Right next door to a freaking church I live, okay? I'm telling you right now, there ain't going to be nobody going to services at 6:30 in the morning. But I can guarantee you by 11 o'clock, the street is packed with cars ready for the afternoon mass, the 12 o'clock mass. I guarantee you that.
You know what? Look at how fervor Roger Goodell has screwed the NFL.
Through that, too.
Look.
I'm going to sleep right through the 12 o'clock mass. Watch. Right.
I mean, you're already going to be.
Hey, you know what? Did you guys ever see? You guys have seen the classic Simpsons moment where Homer's listening to the radio in church. It's a football game, and he yells, "It's good." That's actually, you know what? That should be my ringtone.
It should.
It's good. I can tell you. Remember when Homer went,
okay,
it's good.
Okay,
it's
Frank.
good.
It's
good.
Hey, Frank, we got it. Frank, we have to pick games here. We're not talking ringtones.
Okay, all right. Next game we get to, it'll be Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to go first. I'm going to take Adrian, just for you. I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens because I have no idea what's going on with the Cincinnati Bengals. They do not look good.
Frank, who are you going to pick in this game?
I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens, but that doesn't mean they're going to be going to the Super Bowl anytime soon.
Damn.
Well, here's the thing: they're coming off if you look at the Bengals, they're coming off a tough loss against. Actually, it was a shutout loss last week, the only shutout of the week against the Colts. That definitely diminished their chances in terms of me believing they can win this game. They did tie a couple weeks ago against the Carolina Panthers in a game that should have never been tied. There should be a winner and a loser in regular season play. I'm going with Baltimore.
Josh?
I'm going with Baltimore, and it's kind of funny, starting the season, everybody thought the Ravens were going to suck with the whole Ray Rice situation, but they've been one of the best teams in the NFL so far, especially in the AFC. I think the Ravens might have a chance to make to the Super Bowl this year. Will they win it? No, but I think Joe Flacco has been the MVP of the NFL so far.
Josh, before I get to you, Jeff, that's a good point. I agree with you because everybody, like you said, everybody thought, okay, Ravens are going to be bad. The Ray Rice situation is going to distract them. They've weathered the storm, and they haven't let that bother them, and so that's why Baltimore's been very impressive. Jeff, your thoughts on Baltimore and Cincinnati?
I've been having a really hard time making this pick, and I've been waiting to see what you three jamokes were going to do and how you were going to explain
What's
it.
a jamoke?
You.
What's the Jimbo?
I had a feeling, Jeff, you would have a tough time with this because, Baltimore's playing well. Cincinnati ending in a 37-37 tie and then losing last weekend 20-0 to the Colts.
And since I shaved my head, I got no hair to pull out of my head anymore because I'm completely bald again. I'm going with Cincinnati. I've been thinking about it all week long. I know it was coming. I've been thinking about it all week long. Baltimore hasn't been playing Baltimore football as far as I'm concerned. This whole Ray Rice thing threw them for a loop, and they're really not together.
They've overcome it.
Well, you get the sense that this is really a marquee matchup in the NFL this weekend.
It is. And it's at Cincinnati, and Cincinnati is not going to want to lose, especially the way they got demolished last weekend, and I don't think they're going to let that happen, and they're at home, and it's a rival game, and Cincinnati's going to be – I'm going with Andy Dalton in Cincinnati.
Gentlemen, I'd have to say before we get to the next game between Baltimore and Cincinnati, this game is a must-win game for the Cincinnati Bengals.
I think so.
Yeah, because like you said, Jeff, they can't afford to drop 3 straight. Otherwise, the doubts are going to set in, and people are going to be wondering, are the Bengals toast, and are they finished not the same team like they were last year?
I think this is a must-win for them. They got to get back in the winning column.
Yeah, they got to just put those two behind them and start winning football games. Houston Texans at the Tennessee Titans. Now, why would I even really care about this game? Josh, you and I have talked about this one. I'll take the Houston Texans. Tennessee, how could you? You let me down. I wanted them to beat the Redskins just to irk Gary One-Arm off. Houston.
Okay, Josh, who are you taking?
I'm going to go with Houston. I'm going to be interested to see Zach Menneberger. He's a pretty decent quarterback, and he's getting his first start for Tennessee. But, man, their offense sucks. I'm going with Houston. I know they've lost 3 straight games, but I think they rebound here.
I'm going to take Tennessee. The question is, can they rebound? Last week was a tough loss. They had the lead on Monday Night Football. They lost it to the Pittsburgh Steelers. By the way, as far as the Texans are concerned, is it just me or are those J.J. Watt cell phone commercials getting old?
What, the one where he's at the school?
Yeah, or where he was at that middle school dance. Isn't that getting old now?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's time to go with something new. I mean, have J.J. Watt do something else. He can be your pitch man, but have him do something else. That commercial is old. But anyway, if you look at the Texans, this is a team that has struggled for wins this season. I got to take Tennessee.
Even Andrew says, why, Frank? Why the Titans? LOL.
Why the Titans? Did you? Did you watch? Yeah. Why am I taking the Titans? Because I'm taking the Titans. Didn't you watch the game last week?
No, I didn't really care very much because it was a game of little importance, even though I wanted Tennessee to win against Washington.
Well, I'm taking Houston in this freaking game. I don't think Tennessee's got a chance with Mettenberg, and I don't care if Mettenberger's been there practicing all week with them neither.
27 minutes after the hour, the NFL Real Talk, the next game we get to, and this could be a big, big day. It will be a big day in Kansas City because I know we're talking football here, Jeff, but you got the Chiefs hosting the Rams and you got the Royals in the World Series. And in this game, I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs to beat St. Louis.
Frank?
I'm going to take the Chiefs as well, considering they are at home. They're playing in that climactic stadium, although can the Rams beat a team that they weren't supposed to beat for the second week in a row?
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening either.
That quarterback they got, what's his name?
Austin Davis.
Thank you, Josh.
Austin Davis, the rookie.
He's freaking unbelievable. A couple of weeks ago, he was freaking, coaching high school football, right?
Yeah.
Now he's playing.
Yeah, like Josh McCown almost.
Yeah, now he's freaking playing in the NFL as a quarterback for the St. Louis Rams. How crazy is that?
Well, here's the thing about the Rams. It was a shock last Sunday when I saw that they beat Seattle. Can they do it twice and overcome, like you said, Frank, the hostile environment of Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City?
Well, they did it in St. Louis last week. Let's see if they can do it on the road in that hostile environment. Josh, who are you taking?
That happen.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs, but I think this could be a very close game. I think this could be the best defensive matchup of all the games this week. St. Louis got a great defense, and they could turn points over turnovers. Their special teams, like they showed last week, can catch you off guard. But I think Kansas City wins about a field goal or so.
Okay, and I'm actually taking Kansas City as well in this game. I don't think St. Louis has a chance of beating them at home.
It could
And
be
I
a
said that
big,
last
big...
week, and I said that last week with Seattle. But let's see now, Sean, don't go to the next game. Take that next game that you see right there in front of you and skip it and use that as the last game.
Okay, we got the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets.
Boring.
I don't.
Boring. No, there's actually some upper games that are actually worse than this. At least you have a team that's in contention here in the Buffalo Bills. That I'll be honest, the Houston-Tennessee game, you want a boring game? Watch Houston and Tennessee tomorrow.
Well,
that game is boring.
I agree with what Josh says between Buffalo and the Jets here, okay?
The Jets are going to win. That makes it boring.
Even though the Bills are in contention, they're still not going to win the AFC East. Come on. But game is a game of little importance. I'll take the Bills in this one. Jets just got major problems. It'll be 1-7 after tomorrow.
Hey, they added to their dysfunction with Percy Harvin. So
Yeah,
I'm taking the Bills.
Josh?
I'm going with the Jets. I like their defense, and they're going to give Kyle Orton a really hard day tomorrow.
You want to know
something? I got
something?
a lot of upsets today, folks. Get ready.
You want to know something?
You never know what can happen.
Josh, You want to know something, Josh? I kind of agree with you. I'm taking the Jets. I think the Jets are going to win this Sunday. There's something telling me the Jets are going to win. I don't know what it is, but just saying the Jets are going to win, so I'm taking the Jets.
Yeah, they need something, the Jets do, to try to snap this. One win, and then they've dropped 6 straight games, and it just gets worse and worse. Rex Ryan, Let's see what they do tomorrow.
Talk about a boring game. This is a game that's boring.
Minnesota Vikings at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Who cares?
Wait a minute. Why could this game have been played in London?
Exactly.
Why could this game be played in Ethiopia or Bosnia?
Or Russia.
This game is terrible.
Russia, don't they have money in Russia?
No, they just got a funeral and rain over there.
I'm talking about this game should have been played in some poor country.
Who cares?
Well, you got the Vikings taking on the Buccaneers tomorrow, and I'll take the Buccaneers in this game. The misery, just like with the Jets, continues for the Vikings.
I'm taking the Bucs in this game too, Frank.
I'm taking the Buccaneers. I'll tell you what, I am a believer in Lovie Smith, and it's not a good year for the Buccaneers. It won't be record-wise, but I guarantee you, a couple of years from now, this Buccaneer team is going to be in contention.
They'll be a different team, no doubt about it,
Come
Frank.
2016.
Josh?
Yep.
We're all on the Bucks. Minnesota sucks, and I like Tampa Bay coming off the bye week.
All right, let's go to the next game, Sean.
Seattle Seahawks at the Carolina Panthers. I'll go first. Seattle, I'll pick you. You better do it this time because this is kind of embarrassing. You can't beat Dallas. Can't beat the Rams. If you lose to Carolina, boy.
If indeed the Seahawks do lose this game, that's going to be their 3rd straight, and that's going to be the biggest story in the NFL. Hey, now
they better play well against the Panthers because they looked real bad against the Rams last weekend.
You know what? They're young. They're hungry. They know that they are good enough to go back and win another Super Bowl. I honestly think they're going to beat it's going to be a beating in Carolina. Seattle for me tomorrow.
Joshy?
I'm going to go with Seattle. This is going to be one of those games where the kicker scores all the points for Seattle.
It's going to be all special teams.
Wow.
Just field goals and punts.
Yes.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be cool if we see a game? I don't think we'll ever see this, but I wish we would see a game end 2-0. A safety and nothing more.
You know what I'd like to see? How about a 3-2 game?
A field goal and a safety?
Yeah, field goal and a safety. How about that?
And the kicker nails it with
at
3
the end,
seconds left on the clock.
Exactly. Seattle wins 3-2 with 3 seconds left to go in the game. They kick a 55-yard field goal to win 3-2. How great would that be?
Carolina Panthers.
How great would that be? 3-2 Seattle over the Panthers.
But I got a question to ask you though. With the way things have gone for the Seahawks the last 2 weeks, is there concern in Seattle? Gentlemen, your thoughts real quickly.
I don't think there's concern. Go ahead.
I'll go first. I'm concerned because they got no offense. I mean, they got rid of their best offensive weapon besides Marshawn Lynch. and he's getting old, and he's more of a power running back than a finesse running back. So who are you going to throw to? I mean, their defense has been struggling this year. I think they're averaging more than 20 points allowed a game now, as opposed to last year. There might be a chance Seattle might miss the playoffs this year.
Ooh, I kind of agree. Well, here's one thing I will agree with the Encyclopedia Man on. After you win a Super Bowl, it is tough to repeat.
Very
a big
tough.
reason why is if you take a look at the teams such as the Seahawks, in which nobody really had an answer for. This year, you know the Seahawks are going to be on your schedule. You can better prepare for them. You know what you're going to expect. So I think if you take a look at somebody such as Russell Wilson, too one-dimensional with him running. Well, he can pass the football too, but he's better known pushing with the football. I think teams are better prepared now, considering that one season of dominance under their belt. Teams are ready.
Jeff, your thoughts on the status of the Seattle Seahawks?
Start winning, you might as well kiss their freaking petunia chances of winning the freaking Super Bowl again.
Let me ask you: Will this be the big story in the league if the Seahawks win this game? I think it will be.
Yeah.
It will be, and the headlines will get bigger. And bigger.
The headlines will read, "What's wrong in Seattle?"
That's right.
it'll be
What's wrong in the
sleepless.
whole city?
No, it'll be sleepless in Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle. What's going on in Seattle? They're playing like the defending champions aren't going to return to the Super Bowl, or they might not even make the playoffs.
They'll be hung
Or
over.
sleepless in London because nobody will be watching the game.
Josh,
be
that
hung
was a
over.
good one.
If the Seahawks do lose this game, everyone in Seattle is going to be hung over at their Starbucks, which can be found every 2 blocks in Seattle.
Maybe the game against Dallas was a point where everybody was saying something might be wrong here, but losing to the Rams was just surprising last weekend. I couldn't believe it. Miami Dolphins at the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a game of I would also consider little importance. I'm taking the Dolphins very easily.
I'm going to take the Dolphins too. Enough said.
This game is only going to air in Florida.
Well, thank God.
You know that, right?
Wait a minute. Unless you have NFL Sunday ticket.
This game, well, yeah. Otherwise, the only people who are going to see this game are the people who live in Florida, and that's the only state that's going to get to watch this game.
I don't know.
Even
Sean
though-
gets all these games. Maybe Sean
No,
can.
I don't get NFL Sunday ticket. NFL Red Zone, one game on CBS and one game on Fox.
I got 2 games on Fox, I think, and 1 game on 2 games. I don't know what it is. Who cares?
I looked at it, Jeff, and it's Detroit and Atlanta that I saw that I have on tomorrow on Fox, and I said, heck with getting up at 6:30 in the morning.
You got
The
Detroit
entire
and
United
Atlanta?
States of America gets that
Yeah,
game.
everybody gets that stupid game tomorrow. Who the hell wants that stupid game?
Josh, I have to give you props because congrats to you. You picked a point last week because you picked Jacksonville to beat Cleveland, you sticker.
You know, this game
Oh,
is
you
like
gotta
the
be
Bella
kidding
versus
me.
Bella match tomorrow. Nobody cares.
You gotta be kidding me.
Well, Lars, so who's going to be watching this game tomorrow? Will it be besides the Dolphins? All right, besides the
You know what?
Dolphins and the Jaguar
Hey,
fans,
you know
is it
what?
going to be the drunks, the unemployed, angry loners?
You know what my morning game? You know what my morning game is on CBS, boys?
What?
You know what my morning game is on CBS?
What is it?
The 3-2 win over the Seahawks over the Panthers.
Interesting. I'll have it on
All right.
Sunday. I'll have it on Red
You
Zone. I
believe
get every
that?
game.
They're putting, check this out. They're putting the Seahawks-Panthers game, which is in Carolina on the East Coast. They're playing that in San Diego. What the hell's the matter with you?
Dude, what do you want? All right, what do
They're
you
gonna
want
have this
CBS?
game on.
What do you
They're gonna have
want
this
C-
game on Red Zone, and I'm just gonna turn the channel. I don't care. I'm going with the Dolphins.
And then
Browning was so funny with that Seahawks game. He said, that's a soccer score. Jeff was laughing, but Browning also says Miami in this game. Question is, can we see a good performance again from Tannehill, Frank?
Oh, can we? I think we can. They're playing the Jaguars.
And then, how about the performance last Sunday against the Bears? I know that
It
was...
was a good performance, but here's another thing too. The Bears. Well, we'll talk about the Bears when we get there.
Yeah, when
But
we
it was
get
a
there.
good performance. It was a good performance by Tannehill. Look, I'm not gonna say Tannehill is the best quarterback or one of the best. He's not an elite quarterback, but it was a quality performance against what appears to be a weak Bears team right now.
Okay, so who are you
So-
picking, Frank?
Oh, I'm picking Miami.
Josh?
Miami.
Miami here.
I'm taking Miami too, so we're all taking Miami. Let's go to the next game.
All right, the late afternoon games. This could be a playoff preview, maybe. Philadelphia at Arizona.
This is
Frank,
a tough game.
what's your thoughts?
I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals. Aren't they in first place? Aren't they in first place? It isn't amazing the Arizona Cardinals are in first place in the NFC West. It's not the Seahawks, the Super Bowl champs. It's not the 49ers.
Right.
It's the Arizona Cardinals. And with Carson Palmer, he has done a fine job leading that team this year. Of course, it's going to be interesting to see what they can do down the stretch run. But as of now, I have to take the Arizona Cardinals. I'm not quite sure when Arizona and Seattle have their first game, but is it possible that game could be flexed to Sunday Night Football?
I think it's very possible it could. No question about it.
I'm going with Arizona. I honestly think Arizona, as they've done well at home, they could pull it off tomorrow against a high-octane offense in Philadelphia.
Josh?
Finesse offense against a tough defense. I'm going Arizona all the way.
So he's with me.
And you know that Browning is picking the Eagles. And, hey, Browning, buddy, I'll go with the Philadelphia Eagles in this game. If they can keep the crowd quiet in Arizona, they'll have a chance. But don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think tomorrow's game is going to be real close. And I see this as a playoff preview, gentlemen. I think Philadelphia and Arizona could meet in the playoffs and have another rematch of the NFC Championship game. You remember that game? Arizona won that game narrowly against Philadelphia.
Hey, I'm surprised Browning's Eagles fan since LeBron went to Cleveland. I thought he'd be a Browns fan now.
No, he's a diehard Eagles fan. Jeff, Eagles, Cardinals, what's your thoughts?
I'm taking the Cardinals as well. I'm taking the Cards as well. You bet your sweet
This game, Josh, you had trouble with deciding. Oakland Raiders at the Cleveland Browns. I saw you post on Facebook.
I'll start it off.
Go ahead, Josh.
I'm going with Oakland. Just like I said last week with Jacksonville, you got to win sometimes. So I know it's odd that Cleveland loses to 0-6 teams in 2 straight weeks, but I'm going with Oakland.
Then you come to the show on Monday and stick it in our faces.
But it's going to be like the Seattle game. Sebastian Janikowski is going to score all of Oakland's points.
Okay, I'm going to make a prediction about this game. I'm going to make a bold prediction, and it's more than just 2 wins. I am going to take Cleveland this game. However, if Oakland is blowing out Cleveland at halftime, I think Johnny Manziel comes in the second half.
Oh, Johnny Football.
He will come in the second half of this game if it's a blowout.
Come on, really, Josh? The Raiders, they can't win big games when it matters. They're going to lose again to Cleveland, and that's going to be the
Cleveland
story.
can't beat.
Yeah, I know. They can't beat Jacksonville, and you picked up a point and you went,
Over
ha-ha.
6
I was
points.
expecting
Give me a
that.
break.
Jeff, your thoughts on Raiders and the Browns?
I'm taking the Cleveland Browns. It's just that simple. I'm taking the Browns.
Another game, another late game tomorrow. Hey, Wes, if you're listening, Indianapolis at Pittsburgh. We all know who Wes is picking, the Steelers. But, Wes, if you're listening, Indianapolis Colts, buddy. I'm sorry, your Steelers have got so much trouble, and they could have easily lost Monday night against the Texans. They're old.
Hey, you want to know something? That's my second game on CBS. I get the Colts-Steelers game. That's my second game on CBS. So with that being said, hey, Wes, I'm so sorry. Suck this. I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts.
Yeah, thoughts, Colts and Steelers.
I'm going to go with the Steelers. I think experience beats youth, and I think Dick LeBeau will find a way to stop Andrew Luck.
I don't know. Andrew Luck is really developing
defense is
and really
old,
doing
dude.
well.
That defense that Steelers have is old.
They do look old, Jeff. I saw the highlights and I thought, boy, they look real flat.
Okay,
Frank,
I'm taking the Colts. I'm taking the Colts. I don't think this is going to be a close one. The Colts are a team with momentum right now. Mm-hmm. You mentioned the aging Steeler defense. Look at what happened against the Bengals last week. They shut them out.
And the Pittsburgh
I don't think it'll be a
Steelers,
shutout tomorrow, but I think it's going to be a cold win in blowout fashion.
They were lucky to even beat Houston last Monday night, Pittsburgh.
They played
so horrible.
A win's a win, Sean.
I happen to think I happen to think the Colts are the second best AFC team in the league right now.
Okay, Sunday Night Football on NBC. How about this one? Green Bay Packers at the New Orleans Saints.
It's a tough pick.
Yeah, tough pick, too.
It is a tough pick because the way New Orleans is playing, you don't know what the hell to do.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
You think so?
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to go with the Packers, too, because the problem with the Saints is their defense.
Yeah, you know something? I'm taking the Packers as well. Who you got, Joshy?
I'm going with the Saints. I think they're a different team at home. They average about 50 points allowed at home and score about 35 points at home. And if they lose this game, they're out of playoff contention. So this could be New Orleans' Super Bowl. They played good on NBC on Sunday Night Football. You look at that game they played against the Dallas Cowgirls last year. I'm going with the Saints.
But what about Aaron Rodgers? What about the
Who has he beat? The bums? Below average teams that are going to get the high draft picks next year? Give me a freaking break.
Okay, with that analogy that you just said right there, they should have no problem then beating the Saints. Because they are.
We'll see about that then.
Because the Saints, according to their record, aren't very good, are they?
Well, Detroit beat Green Bay, and New Orleans only lost by 1 point by them last week.
Well, you know as well as I do, any team could beat any team on any given day.
That's true. Monday Night Football. The Washington Redskins at the Dallas Cowboys. And Gary One Arm, if you're listening, I'm going against you, buddy. I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys in this game. Redskins have got several problems, and they were lucky to win last Sunday.
I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys, too, because the Washington Redskins, this is a team that it's been a year of struggles. The Cowboys, they've had it all this year, it seems. They got a better defense. That has definitely made the difference. And understand, people can say what they want about Tony Romo. Tony Romo's had an okay season, but it's been DeMarco Murray that's been the X factor.
I saw on ESPN, before we get to you, Jeff and Josh, everybody's talking about, how great the Cowboys are. They're rolling. They're the team that's on their way. They're doing really well. But when the calendar flips from November, and then from the calendar flips from November to December, that's going to be the question for all of us is, can they keep this up for the Dallas Cowboys? Can they hold off everybody and win the NFC East division and try to get that home field advantage?
We'll see. Josh, who you taking?
I'm going to go with Dallas, but I want to send a close personal message to Skippy and Jerry Jones.
Oh, jeez Louise.
You rap bastards can win as many games as you want, but once you play in the playoffs, you will lose.
Because Tony Romo can't get it done. He's only won one playoff game.
Go an hour without ripping Skip Bayless?
Because the guy says some of the stupidest things.
I know he does.
Well, you should have heard the stuff he said yesterday. Unbelievable.
About the Cowboys?
Yeah, that the Cowboys remind them of the 72 Dolphins.
Oh my gosh, Jeff, did you hear that?
Who lost? Let me ask you this. The Cowboys played the 49ers in week 1 at home. Who won that team? Who won
San Francisco.
Okay, but how can you compare them to the 72 Dolphins?
Oh, gosh.
Jeff.
72 Dolphins did not lose a game.
Yeah, I don't need to see. I don't need to say anything.
It's going cuckoo for more than just Cocoa Puffs these days.
No crap. No kidding, man. When did you figure that out?
I don't know. I got to think of something new for Skip.
And Skip Bayless comparing the Cowboys to the 72 Dolphins. That probably, since Jeff just heard that, Jeff's like saying, "Oh, good grief!"
Hey, correct.
Another stupid idiot.
See, I would turn around to the schmuck and I would say, "Correct me if I'm wrong. Has the Dallas Cowboys lost the game this season?"
He would say yes.
Then they're not
That's
the 72.
point.
Then they're not the 70.
Already.
I know. Then they're not the
72 Dolphins.
Exactly. Then they're not the 72 Dolphins, and that's a moronic statement. Just proves how much of a moron you really are.
Hey, you made that statement in the back poll, though.
You know?
And he probably would say, "How's it a moronic statement? Dallas is on it roll. Watch them win the Super Bowl this year."
That's not what you said, you idiot.
Dolphins.
That's not what you said, you idiot. You said that they remind you of the 72 Dolphins. The 72 Dolphins went undefeated. The Cowboys aren't undefeated, you jackass.
There goes our explicit rating for this week.
Jeff, we got to get you. We got to have you and Skip Bayless in the.
Oh, Jeff and
gotta
Escal
get
gets
that.
the Bayless debate.
We got to have that. That's got to come true. Dude, we need to have a campaign. Let me ask you, Jeff, are you up for an online campaign?
I'm up for anything you want as long as it gets Skip Bayless and the mic in front of me so I can make him feel like a piece of crap.
And then you know what he'll do? He'll just do it like he always does. He says, you know what? I'll kick Frank off his show. I'll kick Jeff and Sean off their
Lots
show
of
and launch a
luck.
protest to knock them out.
Lots of luck, douchebag. Lots of luck. Many people have tried. Lots of luck. I'm still here.
Dude,
All
it's
right,
like
predict the score for these games. I'll go Dallas. They prevail big time. 38-3 against the Redskins.
I got Dallas winning 35-10.
ooh, let me think. I have Dallas winning this game. I'm going to say 20. I'll say 23-15. Close one.
Close one. Josh?
Dallas 34, Washington 6.
And the next game, Green Bay and New Orleans. I'll say Aaron Rodgers has a big day. 31-13, Packers over Saints.
I said it'd be high scoring. 45-35, Packers over Saints.
I'm going 27-17 Packers.
38-34 Saints.
Okay, we got one game left.
Hold on, but before we get to that game, should we, Sean, do you want to do the honors and telling everybody about the wager?
I will in just a sec. The tiebreaker number 2, who scores the most points? I said Dallas. And who scores the fewest? I say the New York Jets will score the fewest.
What did I say? Let me try to get my notes up here. I said the most points will be scored by the Green Bay Packers, the fewest by the Houston Texans.
I had the, who do I have? I have Kansas City scoring the most points, and I got Carolina scoring the least.
For me, the highest scoring will be the next game, and then the lowest point will be Cleveland.
Okay, let's get to the final game.
The final game of the day. It's on Fox. I'll be watching. Josh, I'm certain you will be watching. And Frank, I'm certain
Yes.
you will be watching.
That's
don't
the
get
The
it.
New England Patriots.
Hey, wait,
host
did
the
you ask-
Chicago Bears.
Wait a minute, Jeff, won't you be watching? I mean, you can watch it one way or another.
Yeah, I
Oh,
probably
you'll be
will.
thinking of us.
I'll probably be sleeping. What are you freaking kidding me? It's 10 a.m. in the
My
morning.
goodness.
What are you
He
people?
wakes up in the afternoon.
It's 10
They
o'clock
don't
by
watch
the-
About us,
afternoon
dude.
action.
If you do, don't you care about us? Watch the game tomorrow. Watch
No.
the Bears and Patriots.
Hey,
care
dude,
about us.
by the time I wake up, that game will be over already.
All right, in this game, it should be a good one between the Bears and the Patriots. Got to go with the New England Patriots. Hey, come on, Brady will come back. It'll be a better week than what I saw last Thursday, the 16th of October.
And I know Josh is going with the Bears, and I know Frank is going with the Bears. So that really leaves just me.
Yes,
Yep.
we are. At least I am. I don't know about the encyclopedia. I can imagine the encyclopedia man is. So, Jeff, let's hear it.
I've been dreading this pick all freaking week, man.
Why?
All week, because I can't make anybody happy.
You don't have to make me happy. If you go against me, dude, we're still pals. We're still buddies, compadres, associates.
Oh, I've been, yeah. I'm going with the Patriots.
Yep.
Well, one thing before we head off, I just wanted to say this. You know, tomorrow's going to be a nice day. It's going to be a pay-per-view day. I'm going to be watching at night tomorrow. I usually love pay-per-view days. And, you know, this game is the perfect game of the year, actually, in my opinion. I think this is the biggest game of the year for both teams. New England's heading into a rough stretch in the second half of their schedule. If they lose this game, they go against Denver, and then San Diego, and then
Right.
Green Bay after that. The Bears, they're going into a bye week. They have a lot of home games in the second half that they could get back in shape and finally win some damn home games this time. And they're playing a lot of bad teams. I mean, besides Dallas, but, you know, when they play December in Chicago, they play like crap. Anyway.
Hey, Josh,
Yeah.
just get ready tomorrow to owe up your wager.
Hey, Sean, let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead, Josh.
I think this is the biggest game of the year. I think you agree with me, Frank, with that. As far as the Bears season, this is their biggest game of the year.
Yes.
I'm not worried about that Packers game. This is the biggest game of the year
I
for the
agree.
Bears because this kind of same situation when the Bears headed to San Francisco in week 2, and everybody was like, oh, their season's over, even though they lost one game to Buffalo a week prior. They're good on the road, and I'm going with the Bears.
I'm gonna go with the Bears because of the wager. But let me say this: the Bears have to win tomorrow. Hold on. The Bears have to win tomorrow because if the Bears can win, they go to their bye week. They'll be 4-4. Many people expected the Bears to have a better record than 4-4, but for where this team has been during the course of the season, and there's been some turmoil in the locker room over the last week, 4-4, they would still be in the thick of things. At least, even in the division sense, but certainly a wild card. I'm not going to mark the Bears off the division, but if they lose tomorrow, it's going to be very tough for them to get back into the thick of things. It really will be. So the Bears have to win. I agree with Josh 100%. This is their biggest game of the year.
Sean, can you tell us, everybody, the details that go in our bets?
Yeah, what's the bet that we got going on?
I told you to tell everybody.
Frank, starting
That's
with you. You will be putting up a Patriots Minutemen Skype profile picture for a week.
Yes.
If I lose the bet, you can pick a Bears picture, and I can put it as a Skype profile picture for a week.
Skype profile, Facebook, and Spreaker, right?
Here's what I'll do. I'll make you a deal. Within an hour of this game ending, if the Bears lose, and if they lose, you can say goodbye to the season in terms of any postseason hopes. I will have, within an hour of the Bears losing this game, if that happens, I will have the Minuteman profile.
And it has to stay up for a week, right?
It will be for a week, 7 days.
Until midnight Sunday night, correct?
Yes, until midnight Sunday.
The following Sunday night, correct?
I haven't really thought. I'll tell you what. As far as a picture goes, it will be a Bears picture, but I'm going to defer it to Sean. Sean, since I chose the Minuteman logo, you get the whatever Bears picture you want. Whatever Bears logo you want.
Yeah, lovely.
I'll let you pick.
Okay, so it's also, Frank, so if you lose and Josh loses, you also got to put that picture on Spreaker too, right?
I guess. I don't know.
As your profile
Spreaker
picture.
there, Frank. That would be a good idea for you, too.
Fine. But it's got to be the Minuteman.
Spreaker,
Minuteman.
And you
Facebook.
get to pick the Bears logo.
Yeah. Get all
You get
guys,
to pick the
man.
Bears logo,
Dumbasses.
Sean. Just go online, find a Bears logo. You get to pick it.
All right. And Josh Lopez, we've had some great discussions on Skype and on Facebook Messenger about that. You lose. I have got a Patriots cover photo for you to put up for a week until midnight.
Yep.
And the same thing goes for the nice Facebook profile picture that you will be putting up for a week.
See, that's what I like to see. The profile, I want it everywhere. I want it on the Facebook page. I want it on the Twitter page. I want it on the Spreaker page. I want it
got a big
everywhere.
wager on this one as well.
I want it
Okay,
everywhere.
so we got the same thing for Sean if the Patriots lose with the Facebook profile pictures and stuff. Now, here's the thing. I told Sean this earlier this morning. If the Patriots lose, I told
What?
if the Bears lose, I'm nominating myself as the Rest of the Week.
Dude, what does that mean? What does that mean? Does he get any? Is he going to be slapped around? What?
I guess so.
You get
guess
Rat
so.
Bastard of the Week, dude. That way, that may be a compliment.
I guess so.
It may be a compliment indeed, but Josh and Frank, just be prepared tomorrow to owe up your wager. I'll be looking and checking and be ready for tomorrow.
Give me 1
So
hour.
in other words-
if the Bears lose this game,
So in other words,
with the Patriots suck on right there, Josh.
So in other words, by the time I wake up tomorrow, the bet will be done, and I'll get to see who won and lost, right?
I will have the picture up, barring technical issues, within an hour. You got to give me 1 hour.
Everybody gets an hour to get their crap up. If it's not up, I'm calling foul. I'm a judge.
Oh, jeez, it's gonna be a long week for me or
Judge,
for
jury,
Frank.
executioner.
That's right. I'm the judge,
Hey, you
jury,
do
and
know.
executioner.
Hold on. You do know next year the Patriots and Giants play at MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, they're gonna kick his ass. Yeah, they're gonna beat him just like they beat him every time they played him in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, thanks, Jeff. I gotta
You're
hear
welcome.
that. I never hear the end. Super
You're
Bowl
welcome.
42, Super Bowl 46.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Just like the '85 Bears against the Patriots
You're
in
welcome.
'85.
You're welcome.
I'm not mentioning it. That was almost 30 years ago. What have the Bears done lately?
Hey, let's get the
Not
fuck
the
out of here.
Patriots done in the last 10
Hey,
years.
boys.
Well, at least they've won. Well, Josh, at least they've won 3 Super Bowls since the last time the Bears won one.
Hey,
Yeah,
boys.
3 beats 1.
Hello, boys. Let's get the flock out of here. This baseball game I want to watch.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Come on.
Hey, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Our NFL Real Talk show. We'll be back on Monday for Sports World Radio. Until then, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody. For Sean Mann, Frank Sprankle, Josh Lopez, I'm Jeff Escal. This has been NFL Real Talk. See ya on Monday. Enjoy football. Adios, amigos.
Later.
Hey, boys, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? How long